Hey guys, John from Perfect Follow-Up. And in this video, I want to do an overview of your Perfect Follow-Up system and some of the commonly navigated menu items. Now, the other training videos will get more specific on individual tasks and how to operate certain parts. But for this video, let's kind of do an overview of what everything looks like. So as you can see, we're on our dashboard here, and this will give you all of the analytical information you need to understand where you are in your marketing, right? So you can't manage what you don't measure. So we give you this great dashboard to show you exactly where you are. So let's cover a couple of the items here that you see in front of you. So right away, you can notice your opportunities widget right here at the top left, and it's going to show you how many opportunities, how many leads are open in the system, right? So you're able to track how many open opportunities are still out there. We call this money left on the table, customers that you can still close and bring into your world. We can also see how many customers, how many leads, how many opportunities we've closed, right? So this is money in the bank. These are contracts signed. These are services delivered. So right away, you can see how you're doing on your conversion rate, how many leads in, how many customers out, right? This is your sales funnel. Very important information to be aware of. Now, we also have a field here for lost. These are opportunities that just didn't pan out. Maybe they weren't in your service zone. Maybe they went a different way. Maybe you disqualified them. But it's also important to understand how many leads did not go through all the way to the bottom of your funnel to a sale. The next thing here is your pipeline value. And you might have multiple pipelines. You might have a pipeline for Facebook, you might have a pipeline for Home Advisor. Maybe it's offline lead sources. Maybe it's a billboard, right? So it's important to track your individual sales pipelines, because as you'll learn, the reporting information is going to tell you which lead source, right, is performing and converting the best. And having that information is super powerful, because you can throw more of your marketing dollars at what's working and pull back your marketing dollars from a lead source that's not so much, right? Because ROI is the name of the game here. So along the same lines, you can see the pipeline value of your open leads. This is your opportunity. And then also how much you've closed. Now, you're not going to use this to balance your checkbook or pay your taxes, but this gives you a great marketing measurement, again, of how your campaigns and efforts are panning out and how your team's doing closing sales. You can adjust these based on the date if you want to filter that way. But let's scroll down a little bit more and look at the actual funnels and then stage distributions. So what I mean here is in your funnel from top down, this is everyone that you're pulling into your world, right? All of your leads that are collected, they start up here. And if you look at it from a chronological or a linear pathway, everyone starts as a new lead in your funnel, right? This is someone that you've attracted through a Facebook ad, through your website form, wherever they're coming into your world. This is where they start at the top. Kind of picture people falling into this funnel, right? Now, we're going to send out some automated campaigns, text messages and emails and some other stuff to get them to reply to you with a text message or an email or even call you. That's the name of the game, right? To get your lead engaged and nurtured so you get on the phone with them and you have a conversation. So if they do reply to these automated campaigns, we're going to move them to the next stage in that pipeline, which is called a hot lead, right? Someone that's replied, and then so on and so forth. If you quote them for a service, they're now a quoted lead. Maybe you sold a service, a contract, won the business, right? So that's what the funnel looks like. Let me jump over to opportunities real quick and show you what it looks like in the actual pipeline. So if we look at the actual pipeline of your opportunities from left to right, this is where that funnel kind of tips to the side, right? So they come into your world as a new lead. We send out automated campaigns. If they respond, when they respond, we're going to mark them as a hot lead. These two stages are done automatically. There's a training video specifically on this, so please don't feel overwhelmed. These two stages are more or less done automatically by the software. Now, when your sales team gets on the phone and actually sends a quote, you simply drag and drop these opportunity cards over to that next stage. Now, also worth mentioning, and we'll get more into this, we have automation set up to do all the work for you, right? So depending on where they are in the sales cycle, we're going to automatically apply some tags, some notes, and some other information to these opportunity cards. So you know exactly where they came from and where they are so that you can determine where they're going, right? So more on this later, but again, this is kind of like left to right linear approach to that sales cycle, that sales pipeline. And we have multiple. Like I said before, you might have Facebook leads, you could have Home Advisor, website leads from a form, website widgets from a chatbot. You may tap into Thumbtack or TikTok or whatever it is. We can accommodate an unlimited amount of pipelines for you. All right, so let's jump back over to that dashboard again, right? Because that's really what we're overviewing here. Now, outside of the funnel, we also give you a stages distribution pie chart to see where people are sitting currently in real time in that sales process. So if you look right now, we have 3 new leads in the system. We have 1 hot lead. We have 2 services sold. Again, this is demo data, right? This isn't real data. And then we have 12 that are won. So the funnel shows you the progression of the lead to customer, and the pie, the stages distribution, shows you where they sit in real time. So as you notice, this number up here will always be higher than down here, right? Because it's going through this process. Someone that has signed a contract with you had to be a new lead at one time. They had to be a hot lead, a quota lead, and a service lead, right? So your 18 or your 20 or your 1,000 at the top, the number will always reduce as it gets to the bottom, right? Because you're going through that funnel, okay? Whereas over here, it just shows you where they are in real time. So you have 3 people sitting in as a new lead. You have 12 that are sitting in the 1 bucket, all right? That'll make more sense as you interact with the software, but powerful information that you really need. You need this for your business. We can also assign tasks to user. We'll get more into that. That's pretty cool. Things like reputation and reviews will automate that. So you get 5-star reviews on Google, Facebook, wherever you want. And then here, when we have multiple lead sources, we can, again, as I mentioned before, show you which lead sources are producing the most leads, converting the most leads into a WON state, whatever that means to your business. That could be a single service, a recurring service, a contract, a referral, whatever you define as one business, we track that. All right, so that's the dashboard. The next item here that you're going to interact with the most is the conversations tab. Now, I'll show you in another video specifically how to send an email and a text. But for now, just know that this conversations tab is a one-stop shop, meaning all of your communication, whether you're texting, emailing, calling, voicemail drop, Facebook Messenger, integrating with Google My Business chat, all of that is in this one section, one window, which is extremely powerful because you don't have to go to your phone and then your computer, a website to talk to people. Everything is done in one window. How cool is that? So more in another video specifically on how to send these messages and receive them. But just know conversations is where you'll spend most of your time interacting with your leads and your customers. The next one is your opportunities tab, which we just showed. This is, again, tracking your leads, your opportunities, and your customers throughout the sales pipeline. There are really the 3 spots that you're going to spend most of your time in. We do have some other menu items here that we'll probably hide them if they're not relevant to your business. But really where I see you focusing is on the dashboard, tracking all your information, seeing how your marketing is doing. Conversations, so you can have those conversations, so you convert your leads into customers, and then opportunities to manage your CRM. your customer relationship management tool. Again, some of this will be done automatically. Some of these you'll move manually, but we have some really cool automations that'll help sort, categorize, nurture, and close those leads for you. Any questions specifically on this? If you feel like this left something out, I encourage you to open up a support ticket. This isn't just for issues or problems. You can also submit a request for us to customize a new training video for you, which we can turn around usually within 24 hours, and we'll post that right into the portal. So for now, this is your CRM overview. Please dive into the other videos to learn more about the specific features and tasks that you'll perform, because we want you to get the most value out of the software to help grow, nurture, and expand your business. Talk soon.